One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. On the move from inside his own 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. So USF's offense will have the ball first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. With the catch, it's Singleton. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. So Florida Atlantic's offense has the ball for the first time. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball in. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, #1 for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
The Owls want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Breaks the tackle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Off play action on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Takes a hit as he fired. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He's able to get it off, and glad of it, he got one blocked last week. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. looking to fire. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Freeman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, he drops the throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nimrod. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, you're just going to have to do a better job this time around.
Turning on the Jets. The 20. Touchdown Owls. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Bulls send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Going to sling it on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. the RPO and throw it right. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll keep it, and he's headed left. Got the first down and more. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Bulls are in the hurry-up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Nimrod. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Irvin. Turning it on! They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Safe completion on the screen. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see some of the offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got it in the middle. It's Nimrod. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Bulls look to keep this drive humming. USF. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Buys a little time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll run it from the gun. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Owls line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll do it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wide open downfield. And a sweet catch, and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking for space, it's Roberts. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll send out the kicker here. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Bulls are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Platt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Nimrod. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag.
Hold offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. And they're able to get him on the ground. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. It is good! And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
The Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Punt is on its way. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. And now this offense will take the field again. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short for the 49. Motion from the back. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Bulls will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. A low line drive and not his best work. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Wade. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Bulls want to crank the tempo.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Well, the thing about the jet sweep is oftentimes it gets the defense confused. They can't find the ball, but not that time. Great job of eye discipline defensively, finding who had the ball, and then using their speed to get there to make a nice tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Nimrod. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Henry. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got a man. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Owls in the hurry up.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
And that one's incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the returner will be dragged down. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Pulls it, fired, complete. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, USF! And the stomping has commenced. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by just 1 over Hawaii. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Henry. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Running behind that left side. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
36, Florida Atlantic.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll keep it on the sneak.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage. Run the quarterback sneak. Get the first down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires on the move. Working on the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Right on target this time. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Collins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Henry. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. And boy, did they play keep away on that drive. Didn't think they were ever going to give it up. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And it's so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. So now it's 2nd and long.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 13 over Michigan State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Platt. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it to the 46-yard line, first down for this offense. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got it in the middle, it's Platt.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead. But that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they're after him. And that ball's free behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Power football with the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd down.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.